Alright, I'm live. You won't believe what it is. It is day number 34 of building in public the business. A business. Maybe it's gonna be failed business, maybe it's gonna be success, I don't know. Currently, so what I'm building? I am building I started with one thing, but at some point I decided that I'm gonna switch into a little bit another thing. So I started with building a whole platform for learning how to code. But instead of launching the platform first, I'm gonna launch my course first that I already have. I don't need to do anything in the content side for this course. And currently, I'm building the whole marketing and the whole sales funnel for the course. My goal is to hit 30k with the course. I don't know if it's gonna be true. I'm figuring out a lot of things on my own. I have a little bit of audience here and there. I have a little bit of free resources that people are using, so I have a little bit of emails. I don't have any sales experience. I don't have any entrepreneur experience. I've been founder of this company basically for just 5 months. So I'm 5 months full time working as a founder. I did have a few clients before, so I was teaching how to code one-to-one to people as a mentor, and I'm still doing that, quite frankly. But I kind of want to go away a little bit from this mentoring because it's easy to start if you sell very cheap mentoring, right? This is what I've done, just to keep going. But it's very hard to earn this way any substantial amount of money. So I'm trying to figure out how to actually make more money in more leveraged way. And I think one of the ways doing this is actually running cohort-based courses. I I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but I feel like the mentoring is good, but it's only good for high ticket. Like if you charge anything below 1,000 a month for people, and you mentor them one on one, it depends how much time you spend. But for coding, I kind of feel it's not. I wouldn't say it's not scalable. It's like the problem is that you spend so much time on it, and it's very hard to find people to charge a good amount of money um because I'm not selling some kind of marketing stuff. I'm not selling something that people can directly make money with. So I'm just selling thing that people wish they had, something they don't see as necessity, so something that they can avoid for quite a long time. And therefore I think it's very hard to go into 10k, 20k, 30k a month. So on the other hand, with courses, with cohort-based courses, I still can offer mentoring to people who are willing to pay a certain price. But first, I can limit the amount of students. I can control how many students I take. Second, I can also offer other packages, and this is what I am doing. So I'm offering 3 different packages for people who want to learn how to code. I offer pre-recorded videos, then videos plus homework, and the third package is mentoring. So I think this is the most scalable to what I have. All my course, all my program. This is the most scalable way what I can do for now, and I think it's gonna work the best. This is why I try to first launch the course, and then based on this course, I'm gonna launch the platform. That's the plan. So welcome everyone. Welcome. Let me check if I'm live on Twitch. I am live. And let me write in the chat day 34. Like, this is crazy. Is it 34? Which day is it? 34. I even I even failed to memorize what day it is, because I've been streaming for 44. 34. Oh my god, 34 days straight. Every day. So today is chill. Today is Sunday. If you've been watching some streams before, you see that my stream today, and usually on weekends I usually start later. Let's see what's in analytics. People kind of dropped. It was growing here, then it dropped, but still some people are watching. I'm happy. It's still quite a lot till monetization though. Still quite a lot. Like, you need 4,000 public watch hours in order to get the monetization. So it's huge number. It's huge number. I'm not getting there in the next couple of months for sure. But yeah, my goal. What is in general my goal with this channel? I want to show that building a business is not about coding. I wanna show people that people who spend a lot of time on building the product itself, on building the coding the app, for example, I want to show them the right way of doing that. And the right way is not coding. Coding is very little part, or should be very little part of what you're doing. You should, foremost, as a founder, you should learn how to sell. And selling is equal to marketing. You need to learn how to sell, how to market. And if you learn just these two skills, building the product or finding what you're gonna sell, it's much easier. You can even sell not your own stuff. You can even sell something from other people, which I'm not gonna do because I have a lot of my own content. I have my course. I have a lot of products. But this is something that I realized basically in the last couple of months. I was focusing in the last 2 years. I've been focusing on developing my program, and it didn't really get me anywhere. Like I still earn way less than I was earning as a Salesforce developer. So now, instead of focusing on actually creating a good program, which my program is good enough, I'm gonna be focusing on selling. Hey Harry, what's up? Welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna be focusing on sales part and on the marketing part. And I'm sure if I spend enough time on actually learning how to sell, learning how to market things, I think it's gonna do much better than spending time on coding. And this is what I want to show with this channel and with those streams, that you can learn those things relatively quick. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Maybe it's gonna take me 600 streams or 500 streams, but it's still relatively quick, even if it takes. Hello, Twitch SEO, hi. Even if it takes you 500, for example, let's say I'm gonna be able to earn something meaningful on stream number 500. It's still gonna be very quick in comparison to all the other fields, right? If you wanna go and become a dentist, you're gonna spend 8 years, and you're gonna be earning something that probably a person who learns how to sell and market gonna be able to earn or learn within 2 years. So it's like 4 times the difference, right? That's my theory, at least. And I'm sure that selling and marketing, that's the way to go. So what's the plan for today? The plan for today, I'm gonna continue working. Oh, that's my thumbnail. I'm gonna continue doing the webinar that should convert somehow people. So the way I'm gonna launch the courses, I will do the webinar. I will prepare people for the webinar. I'm gonna send the invitations, invite them, all of them, as much people as I can reach. Then on the webinar, I'm gonna deliver the value, as much value as I can, and also try to say, hey, here's my course, so you can go and buy my course if you want. And let's see how many people gonna buy. And then after that, I'm gonna I'm gonna basically start the after webinar pipeline with emails and all of it for people who registered for the webinar. And I hope it's gonna make a little bit more sales. That's my plan. So far I only have a very skeleton of the webinar. Everything like the funnel itself, where to register, all the tech, everything, all of that, we're gonna need to figure it out during the next week. Or maybe 2 weeks, and that's gonna be kind of like live lesson on how to build a funnel, even though I'm not an expert in it, but I'm figuring out everything on the fly. Let's see. So I'm not an expert, but I do have a bit of experience, just a little bit, because I already did one webinar. I wouldn't say it was a success. Let's see. Okay, where are you? Live. As always, I'm checking that I'm everywhere live. Seems to be working. Quite interesting thing. More people watching me on Twitch sometimes than on YouTube, which I really like. The guys who are watching on Twitch, you're awesome. Twitch community is awesome. Like, Twitch is still the best platform for streaming. But YouTube is good for videos. So today is gonna be very chill. I don't have too much of brain capacity today because it's already what 4 for me. So I didn't really work today. So let's start a focus of, let's say, 2 hours. Focus doesn't really mean anything, but it's just for me a reminder that after 2 hours I probably should kind of make a little bit of break at least. You know what I found? Whenever you feel like you have spent a day working and you feel super productive, it's actually a sign that you are not productive. Like this feeling of being productive, it's kind of mixed feeling of you're exhausted and you're tired, like something in between. You're exhausted and tired, and that feels like, oh, I've been so productive and I've done so much and I've worked so hard. But the actual productivity is when you don't feel tired. That's the actual productivity. That's how it feels. Okay. So let's review what we had, and let me see. Prepare webinar. Okay, so we have bold promise. How to become Salesforce developer without any previous coding skills in a few months. Awesome. Hook to the end. If you stay until the end, I will send you a step-by-step PDF with a roadmap to becoming Salesforce developer. Nice. Why should I listen to you? Why should you listen to me? Listen to me. I wish I had someone who could review it. I mean, I have my mentor. We're gonna review it with him, but he's not specialized in selling those things. I wish I had someone who is really an expert in just those courses, like selling courses, and he would help me. Yeah, who like specialize exactly in the courses. It would be nice. Who this works for? Admins, architects, consultants, beginner developers breaking into the system. And here I would also add who this works for. You feel competition on the market. Competition on the market. You can't find a job in Salesforce. In the market. You can find job in Salesforce. What else? Jobs require Apex. You are not satisfied with your salary. Let's say I already was thinking about those things. This is a good one. Rely on developers, every code change. Okay. So you rely on the developers. Who is this for? Now, I'm gonna explain how to deploy first code already next month. Wait, already? Okay. I think I should move them. I should move them like this. Who this? who this works for. And then I'm gonna explain those things. How to deploy your first code already this month. How to start with Salesforce development without any previous knowledge. How to know what to study to increase your market value. How to deploy first code. You don't have an Apex problem, you have a coding problem. And I think I have notes here somewhere. Yeah, notes. I think at some point, so getting back to what I want to do with this YouTube channel, I kind of think that I mean, I'm gonna experiment, right? And not only with YouTube channel, with streams as well. But I think I want to form a community of people who are into sales and marketing, and of people who actually want to sell their products, not only build their products. Like we have so many communities of people who like building their products, like indie hackers and so on. But what I think that those people, they should learn sales and marketing, not coding. And at some point, I think I'm gonna build such a community of people who actually want to sell the stuff, not just build. And I mean, I'm a developer myself, right? So I'm still gonna be coding for quite a lot of things, but yeah. So it took me 1 week to learn Apex, the 12 most important beginner topics. And here I think at this point I can do a screenshot of the roadmap. Like this. I would even say here 8, but okay, 10. Let's keep it. Let's keep it more. Let's keep it 10. That's fine. So how to deploy the code already next month? Just study for 120 hours. Secret number 2: how to start with Salesforce without any previous knowledge. Everyone is a self-taught developer. I actually like this presentation. I don't know, I had so many ideas yesterday. Now I'm reading those ideas and I'm like, oh wow, that's actually good. It's not bad. I wouldn't be able to come up now with those ideas. Everyone is a self-taught developer. That's true. No one learned Salesforce. I mean, people could learn Salesforce development coding in general on courses, but it's still kind of self-taught. Like it's still kind of like you have to learn on your own. I learned how to code as a 17 years old high school teenager. That's true. It's been almost 10 years since I learned coding. It's crazy. So here's the framework that I used to learn coding. Read, watch theory, practice, build a small project. Yeah, most people approach it wrong and they underestimate the amount of practice you need. Because you do need a lot of practice, like 200 tasks. I would say that's accurate, 200 tasks. Hey Cult, hi. Nice to see the Twitch group. Still building the webinar, and I think I'm gonna be building. I see I won't make it today. I think still tomorrow I can finish the webinar actually. So here's what most people do. Solve 5 trigger tasks and wonder. Why am I not a developer already? It's kind of hard. Yeah. You need to solve. Let's say 200 divided by 5, 40. You need to solve 40x more tasks. Yeah, so you need approximately 200 tasks. I mean, to at least get somewhere. Like I don't say like get good or like become developer. Like at least being able to write something. So something that I wanted to check is I have here my students, and I'm gonna do it here because I don't want to show my students because not all the students gave permission. So I wanna count. So I have one of the students, Ruby. I'm gonna ask her if she will allow to use her name. I hope she will. Because I wanna see how many exercises it took her to deploy her first code into production. And she had absolutely zero coding knowledge, like absolutely zero. Let's say I see 17 homeworks. 17 homeworks, each of them has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so each of them has, I just opened one, it had like 20 tasks. Another one has probably also around 20, but most of them have like around 10. So let's say on average, each of them has 12. Okay, this is so she had, let's say, okay, let's take a higher number. Let's take 15, just to make sure that I'm not bullshitting people with how much it's gonna take. So 255. Okay, so for her, it took her to deploy first code into production 17 homeworks. 255 tasks. 255 tasks. So basically the whole learning how to code, it just comes down to solving this amount. That's it. To deploy first code in production. If you do it on your own, it's gonna take you 255 hours, and if you study for let's say 2 hours every day, 2 hours, it's gonna take you 127 days, which would be divided by 30, approximately 5 months. So it's gonna take you 5 months. So if you don't want to take 5 months standing every day, every single day without any breaks for 2 hours, that's the webinar here. 25 tasks, 1 hour per task, 25 hours on your own, approximately 5 months. Approximately 5 months. Now this is option 1. Option 1. And let me make it all a little bit smaller. I don't know why it's so huge. Let's make it 35. I think I'm usually using 35. So this is option 1. Option 2, you can get help. And if you get help, we can divide those things by 2. So now it's not 255. Now it's 255 divided by 2. 127 divided by 2 hours a day, divided by 30, it's 2 months. Option 2, option 2. $30 minutes per task, and 27 hours. Okay, let's make here 4.5, and here 2 months. 2 months. So for Ruby, let me check how long we've been doing this with her. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So we've been doing it for around 8 months, mentoring, and we've been doing it one hour a week of mentoring, plus she's been spending 2 hours on her own. So she has been spending 24, wait. Yeah, and that's multiplied by 4, that's the amount of the weeks. So she has spent 96 hours in total on that. 96 hours to learn programming. That's super quick. Let's round it up to 100 hours. For Ruby, 100 hours. Let's do 96 hours because of having a mentor. And I would say here on average 3 hours a week. Maybe she spends more. Ruby, if you're watching this, I don't know, just estimate from what you told me. I hope it's accurate, and sorry Ruby if I'm butchering here the amount of time you spent. Just let me know. 3 hours a week. 3 hours a week. Probably more actually. Probably she was spending like 4 hours a week or something. But the point is, it's exponentially. It like the amount of time you need falls exponentially the more help you can get. And of course you can learn everything on your own, like of course. Okay, so we have here option 2. Option 1, option 2. $96 hours. Okay. So this is, I think it's a good material because I'm kind of implying for people, of course you can go and learn everything on your own. But if you value your time, it's totally worth it. So how much time you're saving in hours? 255 minus 127, it's gonna be 128. 108 hours saved. Even if you take 128, even if you have very low pay per hour, that's like $30 an hour. That's very low for any Salesforce professional out there. That's very low. Even if you're in Europe, that's still super low. So 30, that's gonna be 3,000. So you save 3,000. You save 3,000 by paying 1,000 for the program. That's a good deal, isn't it? Multiply by 30 bucks per hour. Saved. Okay. So I'm still gonna need to package those calculations in some way, but basically what I try to achieve with those calculations, I try to just make just say to people that if you're serious about learning how to code, you do need to take the biggest package, the mentoring package. Because if you're really serious about it, like if you're super sure that you want to go and into the development, that's the shortcut. That's the quickest path. Like you should pay for it, and you should pay then again and again and again. And it's true. It's like I believe that it's just logic, and I would do it too if I had someone where I could pay for help to help me build a business. I would pay. Like I would pay, where I would be sure that that this person can actually solve my problem. I would pay them for sure. And this is something that we also need to calculate. So there are some reasons, and I also had some situations where I believed I knew that if the result, so for example, I once I wanted to I went through the funnel of Max Tornov, rhythm business, something like this. I'm not sure. Is it? Yeah, so I went through the funnel of this guy. The funnel and how they sell is phenomenal. Like the guy, they are selling awesome. They're so good at sales. So I went through their funnel and they wanted me to pay 5,000 for basically their whole idea is that that you can get by offering service mentoring stuff, you can like get high paying people to pay you money. That's the whole idea. And they promise you, if you do everything that they say, that you're gonna earn 10k a month. And I believed them. Like I believed that if I believed that I could achieve it, but I didn't believe them. Like that's the thing, I didn't trust them because of the whole sales driven approach. They were pushing me so much on the call. Like I was, if the call was live, I would punch the guy. Like he was so annoying, like not the founder, but like another guy. He was so annoying. I told him 100 times that I'm not gonna like pay because I don't trust them. And the guy went nuts. Like he was pushing me for so much time that yeah. So basically, I mean, this is good sales. Like he was really good at sales. And if it was not me and someone else, probably they would pay. But basically the whole idea that you can trust a lot of stuff what people say, you can trust their logic, right? But you can no, it's possible that you will not trust the person itself, and it's possible that you will not that you will not trust that exactly them can solve this problem. That's also possible. But I spoke with few people from this Max Tornov, by the way, and they seem to be very happy with what they paid. So yeah. Okay, so how much practice do you need? Blah blah blah. Ruby. So here I'm gonna give an example of my student, and who else I can give an example of? I mean, Ruby is my best example actually. So she's awesome. Who else? Matt. Matt is a good example. Matt is a good example too. Matt, I'm gonna ask Matt if I can use his name. So Matt went in course of 13 months by 4. Yeah, 52 weeks approximately. I would say less because because we had a lot of breaks in between. So, but let's round it up to 52 weeks, and he was studying, I would say, 2 hours a week and 104, so 104 hours. $104 until code in production. Okay. Hey, Illuminati, hi. Welcome, how are you doing? Are you watching this guy, Amin? I think I watched once a few videos of the guy, and I saw you there in the comments. Maybe it was not you, but I guess we have quite an overlapping audience. Okay, so 3,000 saved. This is good because for the first time, I don't know what happened today, but for the first time I could actually tie the cost of my products to actually real money. Like, this is awesome. Okay, I have Matt. I think I'm done with this one. So I can throw here and there a few examples. Which one problem was it? Step secret 2, how to start with Salesforce development without any previous knowledge. Aha, okay. So how to start with coding without any previous knowledge. I show here that amount of hours we need. You need to solve a lot of different tasks. How much practice do you need? So I need a lot of practice. So it still doesn't answer the thing with how to become, right? Without any previous knowledge. I mean that. Okay, so no, I take my words back. It does answer how to become. It does answer how to become. Because here I'm basically explaining that you need to. So here. Use my framework. And I would say that 80%. I would say 50% should be practice. Okay, let's do it like this: 40% practice, and 40% building on project, and 20% reading, watching theory. That's what I think. Should we be scared of AI? No, why would you be scared of AI? I mean, depends what you're working. If you're building a business, I don't think you should be scared of AI. I think you should be using it. Now, okay, so basically the question goes not from how to learn coding, how to learn, let's say Salesforce development. That's actually not the question. The question is where to find theory, practice, and projects. That's the actual question. How to learn development. No, that's not the question. The question is where do you find enough of all of these things? That's the question. Okay, I'm gonna style later. I think it can replace web developers. I don't think so. If you're a developer and you try to use AI, you know it cannot replace you yet. And I don't think it will be able to replace developers in the next couple of years. But if I have actually a separate video about that, what I think. But if you think that AI will replace, I think at the point when AI will replace developers, it's going to be able to replace doctors as well, for example, or other I don't know, like other practitioners, other jobs for sure. So you want to learn Salesforce development? That's not the problem. Now we reduce the problem into just these three points. That's how you do it. You read, watch theory, you practice, and then you build a small project around it. I can take this. Trailhead. And I can say, no, not Trailhead. Trailhead is documentation. With quizzes. I should probably make a poll if AI will replace developers. Let's actually do it. I think I already had it. What is this? Oh, someone replied to me. Nice. You can't get a cert and write a LinkedIn post and get invited to an interview magically anymore. But that would be extreme saturation. Saturated is used too regularly. I've seen a study group of admin to test and remembers that the group landed jobs. Then everyone looks at the one who didn't and call it saturated. It has normalized. We are weathering on economic storm, not just for Salesforce. We will come out on the other side, and we are by no means in a place where it's some awful market to be in. It's just not as strong as it was 2020 or 2022. It doesn't make it bad, just not at this height. Yeah, I agree. I think yeah, this is what I wrote here. So I feel like Salesforce market is not saturated. It just got fair how it's supposed to be after a period of growth. Like, it was let's face it, it was always, I can't read it, but anyway, so you can, let's just be quite honest with people. Like, it was always hard for junior developers to find a job. And it's fair, because as a developer you need to learn a lot of things, and most junior developers, they suck. and if you can't find a job as a developer, yeah, now the requirement of getting the first job as a developer is much higher, and that's fair. Like, what other fields you can go? Yeah, it was like this before the 2019, for example, or 2022 or 2021. Like, you could go study for 6 months and find a high-paying job. Which other field in life is it true? In which one? For the doctor, you need to study. For engineer, you need to study. For everything else, everything takes a lot of time to learn. Marketing, you need to learn a lot. Like, none other fields was so awesome. And now also, you just need to study as much as in other fields. Yeah, maybe you even need to get a degree to get a developer jobs. Wow. It's not saturated, it's just normal. It's just normal. We're so used to abnormal this tech market where you can go and earn 6 figures. Like, what the hell? Like, there's no other market is like this. Just come on, people. Okay, let's do the poll. Will AI replace developers? Text poll. Yes? No. Let's make it more specific. Yes? Let's make it, okay guys, let's make it more specific. In the next how many years? Like, you cannot say yes. It's definitely not gonna happen tomorrow. If you think about the next 50 years, sure. The next 5 years, I don't know, I'm not so sure. Let's say the next, I think I already did a poll here, so where was my poll? I think it was, yeah, will AI replace Salesforce developers? It doesn't have much votes, but yes in the next 5 years, yes in the next 10 years, no never, maybe, I don't know. Interesting enough, no one said yes in the next 20 years. Which I would say I agree the most. Like, in the next 20 years, I am quite sure that developers will be replaced. I don't think, or I wouldn't say, so okay, I wouldn't say replaced, but if you go and look what was the job of a developer 20 years ago, it was quite different from what we have now, and I think it's going to be as different in the next 20 years. But let's in the next 5 years. Let's do the next 5 years, and let's see, will AI replace developers in the next 5 years? Yes or no? Will AI replace developers in the next 5 years? Think. And let's see what you guys think. I will feed my future kids if I'm 16. Man, if you're 16 and you're hanging out with those type of streams, you are so far ahead. Like, what the hell? You have so much. Man, if you're 16, take the things that I do and just repeat them. Like, that's it. And in 4 years, by the time you're 20, you're gonna be so successful. You're gonna be the next Iman, who was that? Iman Ganzi, whatever. That's crazy, guys. If you are 16 and you're hanging out in those type of streams, man, you're so far ahead. Just do the stuff. Like, don't stuck. Like, when I was 16, I was just playing Counter-Strike. Just do the stuff. Like, watch the stream, but also go do the stuff. Actually, if you will do it as a 16 years old, 17 years old, man, you're gonna be so far ahead of anyone. When I was 13, yeah, this is awesome. Like, man, come on. I'm 65. Can I still make it, sir? Yes, you just need, you know what you need? You need long-term approach. Think long-term. Like, this is a hilarious. It's like, Warren Buffett always speaks about long-term. Like, Warren Buffett is like, you need to think about the next 20 years. And he's like 99. Like, what the hell? Should I start learning web now? How would I know? How would I know? Stick to Android if you already know something from Android. Why don't you just stick to Android? Maybe I should make my presentation at some point more serious than that. But it is what it is now. Where can I find theory practice? Let's see what people gonna vote now in the vote that they made. Okay, I want to learn the app development. Where to start? Trailhead. Trailhead is equal documentation with quizzes. Okay, so does it answer the question that I put here? How to start with Salesforce development without any previous knowledge. First, I speak about no one is self-taught. 17 years old. Read, watch theory, practice, build a small project. Most people approach it wrong and underestimate how much practice they need. So, oh my god. Okay, math. Use my framework. Read theory. So you don't actually have the question how to learn Salesforce development. You should answer the question where can I find theory, practice, and projects. Projects, we can actually cut off the projects because you don't need to think about where to find the projects. You only need to find theory and practice. And projects you can come up yourself, right? One of the biggest problems that I see is that people suggest Trailhead all the time. That's wrong. Trailhead is a documentation. If you stick to the end, and now here I'm gonna say this phrase again. If you stay till the end, I'll send you step-by-step PDF with all possible resources and where to learn them. Okay, so I still need to create this PDF. If you still to the end, let's rephrase it. Let's rephrase it a bit. I will send you a step-by-step PDF. With all the theory you need to learn and where you can practice. Maybe if we have time till the course launch, I'm even gonna program this thing. It's not even gonna be a theory, it's gonna be or PDF. It's gonna be like, we're gonna make a separate page or code a separate page so that people actually can go there and just click. And maybe we're even gonna do it in exchange of an email. Why not? That's a actually good price, I think. I'm happy to make a lot of free materials. I just want an email from people. And then let me message you because you're clearly interested in Apex. Hey everyone who joined. Alright, so don't know. I think it's good. I think it's good. What was the problem number 3 that I said? How to know what to study to increase your market value. Yeah, this is something that people also ask quite a lot. So how to know what to study. And this is something where I wanna go into a little bit. And I wanna kind of say to people, hey, you need to define what it means for you to become a Salesforce developer. So Canva. I had a separate video on it, but I still want to reiterate on this thing because this is something that people really don't think about, like don't at all. And this is so obvious that people need to think about it, but it's not what they think about. Let me find the presentation. Which country am I? Is the question to me. If it's question to me, I am in Germany. If it's question to someone else in the chat, no idea. Oh my god, where's this fucking presentation? Come on. Will AIs replace developers? Was it after AI, after this AI video, or was it before? Let me check. Videos. Roadmap for Salesforce developers. I think it was this one. Damn it, I don't remember. Do I speak German? Yeah, I do speak German. I'm not German though. But I do speak German quite well. I used to speak German better than English. It's just the thing is with German is that it's so easy to get worse German because okay, I think it's this one, 5 mistakes. Because English you kind of practice all the time whenever you're just watching a TV or like just all the time. But German, if you're not working with Germans or you're not spending time with Germans, and I spend majority of my time home, so when I used to work as a Salesforce developer, I used to be much better in German than now. So in the last 5 months, my German skills got so much worse. Here, I think I found the presentation. I am not German though yet, but I think I will be able soon to apply for the citizenship if at some point they give me visa. I wish YouTube would bring artificial intelligence dubbing feature. It's great quality content language. Yeah, so my girlfriend watches always French YouTube videos, and they are so good. Like the French YouTube is so good. I'm not Russian. I'm Ukrainian. French YouTube is so good. I wish I could watch what she watches, but I can't. So if we had the dubbing feature, that would be really nice. I agree. So I want to learn Salesforce development. Basically, what it means for you. Like, Why? Why do you want to learn? Why? And what does it mean for you? Those are the questions that people need to answer. Now let's copy this whole slide here. What does it mean for you? Like, what is your end goal? Like, I want to learn Salesforce development, or I want to learn coding, but okay, but can you quantify, like, what is the, how does it look like for you? What is the threshold where at one evening you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I learned Salesforce development? Why did you do that to Russians? Yeah, well, because currently my sister in Ukraine, she's spending half of her life for the last 2 years. She's 15. She has spent half of time in the last 2 years in shelters because Russians are firing rockets on Ukraine. How should I respond to Russians? I wish I could even ban all my materials, everything that I have, to Russia or Russians anywhere. I don't care. Why? So I want to learn Salesforce development. Why do you want to learn it? What does it exactly mean for you to learn it? Because and this is the question that I'm asking everyone who want to go and take my mentoring, and the answers are always different. Like, the answers are always different. I ask people, what does it mean for you to learn Salesforce development? And some people say that it means that I can write a simple thing. Some people say, oh, it means I work as a developer. Some people say like some different things. But yeah, for everyone it's different. Why? Okay, so, and let's say you're okay, I want to learn Salesforce development. Why do I want to learn Salesforce development? Why they pay developers more in US? Well, I mean, in US you also need more money to live. But yeah, US market is the craziest market for developers. If I would go to US, I'm not sure if I would start my business ever, because as a developer, you can get wealthy as a developer in US. Go spend 5 years working as a developer and then work for Google or something like this, and you would have so much money. And if you just spend 5 years just grinding development, you get good in it, you finish a good university, you get a good master, you have pretty good chances to get into a really good company and earn like $500,000 a year, something, or 30K a year. Like, this is crazy. In Germany, your maximum pay as a developer, I think you have a cap of like 100,000. I have never seen a single developer in Germany or earning more than 100,000. I saw developers earning approximately around 100,000, but not more than 100,000, like never. Not a single time. So what does it mean for you to become a developer? And then I can also go and explain usually here the path of a developer, right? So the path. The path is quite something. Okay, let me maybe copy these 4 slides immediately. So this is usually the path of a developer. So you start as a junior, then you go to the middle, to the senior, then technical, then CTA, and then we have people in the Salesforce ecosystem who are non-technical. So, haha. Sofu, you went into the trap of expecting that I have a Discord channel. Got you. I don't have one. So, okay, yeah, so we have here technical people, non-technical, and then if you want to go into, for example, CTA or technical architect, you do need to learn how to code on certain level. Like, you don't need to become a middle developer or something, but you do need to at least become a junior developer in coding. So in this whole graph, you need to define where do you want to stop in your Salesforce development journey. So is there something like Discord? Nope. There's nothing. There's nothing. I'm too focused on launching the course. Maybe after I launch the course, I will spend time on actually thinking about how to organize the streams better. I have no idea about coding, but I like German people. Yeah, I think at some point we can organize here a community of people who want to sell stuff, or who believe that the best way of earning money is marketing and selling stuff, not building. But who also have maybe some building skills. Okay. What does this mean for you? Technical architect. I want to have around 100 slides, but I don't. So I want to make presentation a bit longer. Something that I was dissatisfied with is how long was my webinar last time. Because it was really short, like 20 something minutes in total, and it was a lot of information, but it was unstructured, it was not good. Yeah. Okay, so oops, hi, welcome. I see some people discovering Twitch. Nice. YouTube recommended your day 31 video to me just right now. Just now. Yeah, YouTube is pushing my videos. That's welcome. Welcome. I think Europe is left behind in tech. All the major companies in tech are American. Yeah, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. I mean, Europe is a big market. Okay, now salaries. I also definitely want to include salaries here. For example, here at this point, I can say, hey, solution architect. Also keep in mind that the salaries, they're different depending on which level you are. If you're an admin and developer, the gap in salaries gets much bigger once you have more experience. You saw it on YouTube too. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know. YouTube is pushing my videos indeed. I mean, it's growing quite a lot on YouTube. So welcome everyone. I'm happy to see that. It also shows a very interesting demographics. I think most people that are watching me, let's check that out actually. Let's check that out. Analytics, audience. Let's see. India, number 1. US, 13%. Germany, quite big, 5%. UK, 5%, and Poland, 2.7. That's the thing. Male, all male. And half of you between 25 and 34. Those are the statistics. Okay, so I'm trying not to get distracted from the webinar. But I think it looks already pretty good. Let's see, what do I have in my structure? So this is my structure. Qualify yourself. This is the content part. We're not even on the list. Yeah, would be interesting to share analytics once if I ever reach the monetization. Would be interesting to share also that thing, because yeah, I don't know, but let's see. It's still quite a far journey, so I think I have what, not even 1,000 watch hours, and I need 4,000 to get there. So it's really hard on YouTube. Like I never thought that I'm ever gonna be at least even 1,000 public watch hours, because it's already crazy. Yeah. We are counting experience by the amount of days you stream. But did you you know what? So if even if you build it for 61 days, did you stream it? If you didn't stream it, it doesn't count. But where are you streaming this, or are you're just building? Let's see. Let's check it out. Where are you? Don't see you streaming. Wait, is it you? 2 years ago. Man, how was it with streaming? Man, you have here some good setup. Even if it was ages ago, just building lol. Yeah, then welcome. Then welcome. What are you building? Don't tell me that you're gonna first build and then try to sell. Like, this is so common. People first build the app and they're like, oh shit, now I need to start selling it. You retired it on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, Twitch is awesome. YouTube is also good. I don't know. I enjoy streaming. Like, it's not even work for me. I don't know. I love it. It's so good. The most fun activity that I ever done, like, on the internet. That you can consider as a work, kind of. Like, it doesn't feel like work for me. And I want to build the streams so that something that I wish I had before, watching how people actually build a business, um, or at least having a place where you can chat about it, or having a place where you can discuss those things. I I'm I'm such a business nerd. I listen so many things about business, about marketing, about sales, but I don't have anyone to share it with, and I know that there are a lot of people like me, and I want to build a community of people approximately on the same stage. I had another account where I streamed some of my projects, but I'm super focused when coding and not talking is hard. I agree, and it's like I would have been probably more productive if I didn't stream, but another thing about streaming is that it keeps you accountable. I cannot just slack off completely. if I slack off, I kind of, yeah, I don't know. It keeps me, my streaming keeps me accountable. So yes, less productive, but also more accountable. And I think there are example of people who are just going stream coding without even talking, and I think they're quite successful. And so you could do together, but the question is, why would you do together, right? Why would you do both streaming and coding? It's like kind of what is your goal? Do you wanna be a streamer? Do you wanna actually develop things? Yeah. I'm working on health related business. I can't stream patients day. Ah, that's true. That's true. This is something I had few days in my stream where I had some sensitive data that I wanted to hide, and it was actually hard to hide. It was actually hard to hide. Um, so yeah, it's if you're building something where you have sensitive data, that's kind of not very good for streaming. And in general, you shouldn't like streaming. It's more like you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. It's more of a hobby. But the thing is, with when you're building your first, is it your first business? I think this is a very big mistake of a lot of people, building before actually marketing the thing. What I'm building now, I'm building because I know that there are people who want to have it. Not my first business, no. But left my job in December. Oh, congrats, man. This is, I left my job 5 months ago. It's been the hardest decision ever. It's so hard. And I'm still kind of like, should I, like, was it the right decision? What the wrong decision? I don't know. But this is definitely a very hard decision. And very hard step to do, especially if you're a developer. Or not developer, but have any high-paying job, because it's hard to make up the money that you make in a high-paying job. I think as a developer, I was earning around 5k a month, 5 or 6k. It's like depends, because you have also bonuses. I didn't wait till my bonuses, so I just left before bonuses. I think it can go to like 6-7k a month here. In Munich, it's considered a really good salary. It's definitely like top 5% of salaries or something in Munich. So it was very hard, and I'm still not even on the half of what I was earning as a developer. It sucks, but I feel much better. I feel much more energized than when I was a developer. I was not happy. Now less money, but much more happy. So I have here a lot of slides, and my previous business, I raised 5 million from VC, spent 3 years on it, sold it, but it wasn't a success. Loved the experience though. Ah, that's cool. It seems like you're doing it the right way. No idea. No idea. Interesting. You raised capital. I was always fascinated by people who can raise. Maybe it depends on from which country you are, because I wouldn't even know how to raise. Like, if I wanted to raise capital, I would just go and Google how to raise capital. And that doesn't seem like the right way to do it. Yeah, but I think business is the best thing to do, because you basically work on the things that you care about, or at least you choose to work on the things. Versus when you work on the job, it's good, it pays the bill, but you're working mostly on the on the things that you don't care about. And don't care is a very mild way of saying, like, you don't give it, like, you very, very much don't care about the things that you work on. I remember we had a project for a sugar company. I was so not interested in sugar deliveries. So not interested. But I had to do this. So I think if you can find a job that pays well and you're actually like doing, that's a good thing. You gotta pay the bills. Exactly. And on top of that, not only pay the bills, you can also you can also learn a lot of things. Then you can build a business upon after. If you're working, for example, if you're working as a, I don't know, in sales, and you learn how to sell or marketing and how to build a sales funnel, you work for someone, but they pay you. You learn the things. That's awesome, isn't it? Like you're getting paid for learning things, and you don't have all the pressure of building the business on your own. I really want to include much more into the presentation. It's not super good. So at this point, 5 years. You made a good decision 2017. What do you mean 2017? Okay, I can definitely take also those things. Okay. Oopsie. See you. Okay, so you need different things. When you progress as a developer, you need different things on different stages, right? So if you're let's say, I'm not gonna include those things. So I'm not gonna include how long it takes, because it's way inaccurate, I would say. Because it takes super different things. 41. Nice. Because it takes super different amount of time for different people. So if you want to get into the junior level, you need two things. You need practice and theory. Those two things, they will bring you from complete zero to junior developer, in my opinion. Maybe I'm missing something. What else could be? Practice and theory. What else? No, that's only two things. Practice, you read a lot of theory and you practice the theory. That's it. You like build projects, practice, and that's it. To become a junior. Now, this practice and theory, this is not enough to progress from junior to middle developer, because you cannot practice certain things. You cannot practice experience in advance. You cannot do it before you actually go and become a middle developer. Before you go and actually get the job. So to get to the middle developer, you need to get experience. And to become a senior, and here's something that I cannot really speak about anymore. I don't know what you need to become a senior. Definitely more experience and some kind of knowledge. I wouldn't, you know what, I'm gonna exclude this thing because I don't see myself as a senior, so I'm not gonna speak about those things. Hey, why they're shifting? Okay. Here, I'm only focusing on this part. Wait, can they not shift? What the hell? Ah, not what I want. Let's see. Awesome. So yeah, I cannot really speak about how to become a senior, and I don't really want to speak about it. It's not the point of this presentation, because majority of people who gonna listen to this presentation gonna be interested in becoming a junior level, or at least learning how to code on the junior level. Here, this one. You need practice and theory. Can I make it a little bit more border weight? Yeah, it's good. Okay, let's see what this. So basically, I did, for those who joined, I watched this video. And he was showing here his super selling millions webinar, and I'm trying to make the same structure of the webinar. And because what he sells is kind of it's very easy for him to make an example because it's all tied to the money. Like, he sells how to make X amount of money in day. Here I'm making blah 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 per day, and then this is the clicks funnels. I think they're super well known, these clicks funnels. So I cannot really replicate the same. And what I'm trying to sell is just the coding school. So, but I still try to to make it something about the money. Because I think that's one of the main reasons why people gonna take something with a coding, like a coding school, is because they wanna, in general, maybe increase their income, or maybe not the income itself, but the market, the how to say, the market value. Yeah, their value on the market. You can sell the ability of folks making X a year. This is what I've been thinking, because the thing is, I'm selling, and this is what I've been thinking a lot about. Like, I'm selling 3 months program that brings people from zero to learn how to code, basically. It won't make them a developer. Like, it's just impossible, or it's very strange to expect that you can become a developer in 3 months. And I hope that no one gonna see this presentation expect that they can become a developer in 3 months. Therefore, because I cannot promise them that they're gonna become a developer, I cannot promise them they're gonna earn 100K a year in US, for example. But I still can do, though, I still can incorporate those numbers into the presentation. Yes, you're not gonna become a developer. You're not gonna become a developer in 3 months, but you're gonna kickstart your whole path. You're gonna learn the first steps, and this is what I'm trying to think, because I didn't think about this in that way before, and now I'm trying to somehow incorporate it into the presentation. Because I do need to sell this kind of dream that you will earn 100K a year, or whatever this number it is now for people, 10K a month. Let's see. Average salary, Salesforce, developer. Let's take US. Let's actually see different countries, US and Munich. Oh my god, what do you want from me? Like, company salary interview. What do you want from me? Is it gonna let me to see the salaries? I hope, because if you were to make the best content on the planet, how to make 100k starting from an admin job, how would that content look like? Man, this is a really good idea. This is really good angle to view it. This is a really good thing. Let me put it in Xcode Drive. So like basically what we can think of, what would be the path of a person, right? So like a person wanna go from admin to being a developer. What would be the path of this person? And how to make 100k? This is a good way of... I don't have the answer yet, but this is a very, very good way to put it. This is a very good way to put it. Let's see what are the salaries. To share anonymously with your community. Let's say salary. Cloud Prism. This is add a new employer. This is my company. Headquarter, Munich. Employees, company, private company, 1 to 50, job title, founder. Founder, location, Munich. So, where's that? Company website. Let's see. I just want to use the class door to see the... Oops. Go back. I'm happy to have you on the stream. Like, it's very nice to have you. And have fun with family. It's important. In controversy to what people say on the internet, grind all the time, no breaks, no weekends, you're weak if you take weekends. No. Family is so much more important than grinding. Cult, I don't think that the advice to becoming... So, become an admin, that was a good advice, let's say 3-4 years ago for people in the Salesforce ecosystem. But now it's so saturated. Yeah, thank you. Come back to the stream at some point. Glad to see you here. Founder. Okay, founder. So how much do I earn? I earn... I have no idea. Because the number is different every month. The number is different. Like, at some... I think the highest I was earning was around 5k a month. That was the highest. And the lowest was 600. So what should I put? I think that was the highest. 4,050. Plus 600. It was the lowest one. And divided by 2. Let's see, that's an average. I think it's quite accurate on average, actually. I would say a little bit less on average. But I would say that this is what... Not a year, though. A month. Let's put it... I think more realistically is like 2030. That's more realistic. I mean, I can control it. I can say, hey, this month I take more students. Next month I take less students. Job level. Founder. 1 year. Employer status full time. Yeah, submit. Yeah, this is nice company. Of course, this is nice company. Pros reviews, headline. Awesome company. Oh my god. They really write a review for my own company. pays. So one of the pros, it pays the bill. Cons. Pays the bill for me. Okay, cons. I don't see any cons. Advice for the management, no. Rating 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Recommend a friend, yeah. Unique boy, I agree. Submit review. Oh my god, company, Cloud Prism. None of them. Damn it. Are they gonna allow me now to view the salaries? I just wanna view the salaries. Just let me, okay, they allow me to view the salaries. Okay, good. Finally. So, how much Salesforce developer make? What the hell is that? Where is it? Is it in Munich? No way. It's not in Munich, right? No, it's not in Munich. It's US. No, it's US. Whew. I was like, what the hell? It's US. Let's say you have 4 to 6 years, which would be my range. 4 to 6 years. 80 to 140k. On average, 106k. Okay. Isn't it a bit low? Why is it so low? Are those real salaries in US? Like that seems to be for me a little bit low for US. Like I was expecting much more for US. 96 for 15 plus years. I don't think it's accurate. I think if you're 15 plus years and you earn below 100k in US, what the hell are you doing? Like that seems to be way too low. Ah, look at this. They have different here. It's like if you're Salesforce developer, it's one thing, but if you're senior Salesforce developer, it's like another thing. So I think a lot of people at this point are senior developer, and it's if you're senior developer, then you can earn 150, yeah, till 200k in US. That seems to be more accurate. Let's see what's in Munich. Let's see how accurate it is in Munich. And I think I know the Munich salaries, so I think if we know the salaries, how the Glassdoor shows for Munich, we can also determine like how accurate they are for not Munich. Yeah, but this is Salesforce. No, I don't wanna salary Salesforce developer, this one. I want to see how people in Salesforce earn. I want to see the salary. Okay, let's take here someone with 50k to 70k. This is accurate. Like this is accurate. I would say it even on the lower end. I was around 70k. No, I think I was like 60k. I think that was my last salary. But 60k plus we had up to 24k of bonuses that you could get. So if you worked hard, you could get 84k if you worked hard. Here. Senior developer. Now it's switched to US. The Glassdoor, so the Glassdoor website sucks. I like, what the hell is that? This is such a popular website, but emphasis 64. Reply, they approached me 54. Let me think. 64 in reply. Oh, 54 in reply. Yeah, I think it's accurate. So I had an offer from reply. I think they yeah, I think it's accurate. Empower, that's the company that I worked. Awesome company. Like, it doesn't matter what they write here. If you can work at Empower, go and work at Empower. Who's paying here the highest salary? Salary, high to low. DHL per hour? Senior Salesforce developer. Salesforce pays the most. And Salesforce. Nice, interesting. But anyway, I'm getting distracted again. But that was, I mean, I was just confirming that the numbers that I write here are approximately accurate. I think it's accurate. And I can write here senior developer. If you're a senior developer, you can earn quite a bit of money in US especially. Senior admin. Much more than senior admins. Let's revisit this thing. If you were to make the best content of the planet, how to make 100k starting from an admin job, how would that content look like? Man, this is so good. It's really good. I need to think about it. Like, I really need to think about it. So here I want to just throw a few ideas that I had. So here's what I want to throw here is that let's take this one. Few mistakes that people do. The typical mistakes. First mistake, skipping fundamentals. The second mistake, not applying to jobs. This is, you would be surprised how many people do this. I have to push some students, I have to push them so that they start applying. I have to basically show them how to apply, where to apply, and make them applying for the jobs. Like, you can just make your way through just by applying to a lot of jobs, especially if you're in US and UK, and I would say in Germany as well, and Australia. Like those 5 countries, you can just play the number games. As soon as you have at least decent skills, you can just go and apply for a lot of stuff. Okay, skipping fundamentals, not applying for the jobs, not posting on LinkedIn. Those are 3 big mistakes that people do, and I would say I would put them in different proportions. I would say that skipping fundamentals is the first, then this is like people go one by one. Like first they skip the fundamentals. They go and try to learn cubables, futures, asynchronous Apex, when they actually, what they should learn is just the basics of programming, coding, not Apex. Then, while they're skipping, they're not even putting out any content, and it shouldn't be super high quality content. You're not trying to become a content creator. What you need to do is just to tell the world what you're working on, and on LinkedIn, you need to fill out. So on LinkedIn, if you go to LinkedIn, oh, this is not a distraction. If you go to LinkedIn and you go here to this about section, this about section is so important because based on this about section, when the recruiters, when they're searching for people for the company, they're basically putting they are shown the keywords out of this about section. This is how LinkedIn knows what people to show, like this section and this section as well. Like you need to fill out those things, and you need to fill out with the keywords that you wanna be found for. So you need to fill out all of this. You need to fill out all of this, everything here, and that's something that people really don't do. And of course, all of this, sure. And then you also, once you start creating some content, once you start writing something, you don't have to write high quality stuff. You can just write about what you've done, and that's gonna be enough. Because when the recruiter gonna go into your page, they're gonna see that you're writing about something, that you're doing something. Maybe you can put here and there some video, some just demo of what you've done. Like this is so easy to do. That doesn't take much time, so you should not spend a lot of time on it. It's maybe 5% of your time that you dedicate to finding a job and learning Salesforce. Go and do that. And yeah, and of course applying to the jobs, and like applying to the jobs, not applying not to 20 jobs, not to 20 jobs. Like apply to 500 jobs. Like this is the same. People underestimate the intensity they should be doing this. It's not enough to apply for just a couple of jobs. When I was searching for my first job, I applied for 20 jobs and I got like 10 offers. It was 2019, I think. No. Was it? It was before COVID. It was before COVID. So then 5 years ago it was one market. Now it's totally different market. It's not enough. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It's just normalized. Now you need to be a bit more resilient, and that's good because it's gonna basically filter out a lot of people who are not made for it. So don't be one of those people who are filtered out. Apply for enough jobs. Those are the mistakes. Another mistake that I would say is over certifying. Not sure if that's certifying. I'm not sure if that's the word, but too many certs. So certs are nothing. Certifications, they don't mean anything at all. Like, so if you're not from the Salesforce ecosystem, what I tell now doesn't mean much to you. But in Salesforce, people are crazy about certifications. In Salesforce, people are so spending so much time. There are people who are taking one certification a month, and certifications are not easy to take. If you go to Trailhead, you can see the number of hours that people estimate the certification to be, and it's like 60 hours something. So if it's 60 hours, it's a lot to take in one. So 60 hours divided by like you need to study 2 hours a day at least to get the certification, and people take like one. So see, there are a lot of different certifications. So if you want to be a developer, there are a lot of certifications that you can take. You only need, I would argue, to get the first job, you only need maximum of 3 certifications. So here, look at this, 43, and that's not accurate. You usually need more time than that. It's very low estimation with the amount of time you need to spend on it. So if you want to get a job as a Salesforce developer, you only need Platform Developer 1 certification, Admin certification, and if you want to get sure, then Platform App Builder. 3 certifications, that's it, nothing else. You can go and make Associate, for example, if you feel like, and AI, and then you're gonna have 5 certifications. That's gonna be more than enough, and you should stop thinking about certifications and you should start working on your skills, because the only thing that matters to get a job in the Salesforce skills. If you have really good skills, you will get the job, because how all the other developers get the jobs because they have the skills. So get the skills, focus on the skills. And that's something that focus on skills, not search. Something that I also want to include. What are other common mistakes? It's not really a mistake, but it's a way of thinking that you need to be, that not knowing something is a bad for your job search. It's not. People don't expect you to be good at everything. You don't know many things, and it's fine. No one expects a junior to be experienced. Is there anything else? Like CV is usually good. CV, usually people have a good CV. Like, it's really hard to mess up with the CV. Let me go through my posts because I write a lot about those things and maybe I'm gonna be able to find something. Learner tools. Oh, I know. I'm not sure how to put it, but there's a big thinking misconception in how people approach it, is that they think that Salesforce development is about writing code. It's not about writing code, it's about solving business problems, I would say. So overthinking the coding part is usually not a good sign. As a developer, you're not supposed to just write code all the time. And in fact, writing code will be a very small part of the development. Oh, I know. GitHub. Not showcasing. Okay, not building own projects. Not creating a GitHub page. Like, now if you want to get a job, you need to optimize page, your projects, your profile, all of this. You can do it in a weekend. You can create a good GitHub page in a weekend. You can write or you can record a demo of what you have built in a couple of hours and edit in a couple of hours. You can optimize your LinkedIn profile in a couple of hours. Those things, they're so easy to do. They're like quick wins, but you need to do them if you want to optimize. You need to optimize for everything. You cannot just leave a part of it to just chance. Every single part, they're not important. But it's not like if you don't have a GitHub, you're not gonna get a job, right? You will get a job. But why not making it better and just increasing your chances that you will get a job? Why don't do that? And that's so many people just don't do it. It's crazy. Okay, where are my posts? Those are my posts, yeah. GitHub. Goals. Estimation, yep. But that's not really that relevant. Okay. Few things, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I think I have everything, so I don't see anything. 5 lessons I learned. Yeah, so I think I'm good. Don't burn out and don't compare yourself. I would say it's more for people who are already on the job. What do you think? Like, okay, it's also for people who are just getting the job actually. It's, burning out is also possible until you can burn out until you get the job because how much effort you put into the getting the job. Don't compare yourself. Man, I wish I knew how not to compare myself. I am comparing myself all the time, even if I'm not searching for the job. Burning out is very possible in junior, feeling not doing enough because you're inexperienced. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. That was definitely my feeling as well. Because you're inexperienced. Yeah, this is a good point. Don't burn out. Should I first start making client project freelancing or a job internship? I say you should go for freelancing. Also, you could simplify the concepts. Focus on skills, not search being. Focus on real deal, not appearance stuff. To count project. Well, I think focus on skills, not search is a good phrase because it's it's very specific for the Salesforce ecosystem. It's not like this in other ecosystems. Like if you're a Java developer, certification is usually not a big deal for you, but in Salesforce it is a big deal. It's a very big deal in Salesforce ecosystem. So focus on skills, not certs. You don't know many things and it's fine. No one expects junior to be experienced. Not building own projects, not creating GitHub page, don't burn out. Yeah, I think that those are good as mistakes just in general. Of course, I'm gonna also write them one by one, everything, and visualize somehow. Make it bigger. I would say the biggest mistake that people do is skipping fundamentals. This is the biggest problem in Salesforce community. That's the biggest problem. So I have 45 slides so far. Let's make those slides one by one. So I'm gonna go like this. Mistake number 1. Why is it changing the font here? What do you mean I need to learn OP before developing my own dream game? Yeah, this is so crazy. Like, this is so crazy. And the problem, especially in the Salesforce, is that if you go to any official documentation or any program that is known for starting out with the Salesforce development, they don't spend enough time on fundamentals. Learning how to code basically doesn't exist in the Salesforce community. People literally go and learn other programming languages and then go back to the Salesforce and try to relearn everything that they have done so far, have learned, but just on Salesforce. That's so stupid. Or less fortunate people, they don't go and don't learn the fundamentals on other programming languages, and they try to immediately jump over the head and try to do something on the Salesforce without learning the fundamental concepts. And then they wonder why they're not developers. Well, maybe you should spend 3 months just learning how to code. I have a few students who are really freaking out to start a job as a developer because they don't know everything. They don't know a lot of parts. This is fine. Like, you're a junior. You don't need to know everything, and no one expects the junior to know a lot of things. Everyone expects you to get the experience on the job. Not building own projects. How many people have built a to-do list? Probably everyone. Does it help you to learn something about the language? Yes. Does it help you to get a job? No. Because everyone has a to-do list. Not creating a GitHub page. Look at my GitHub page. It's not the best one, okay? So it's not the best one. I have spent literally 1 hour on this GitHub page. It's so easy to make it good looking, and it's gonna give you points. Yes, it's not gonna change, but you know, a lot of these small things, they result into you getting a job and making a better appearance as a developer. You need to have at least few years of experience. Yeah, I know this thing. Because applying, so the best way to get a job now is just to know someone who works in the company. Yalla, hi. Not building own projects. Not creating GitHub page. Making a good GitHub page is not that hard. I agree. Oh, you know, it just remind me of another mistake. Writing your own portfolio website. I've seen portfolio team never fetch someone's GitHub about page. Yeah, well, you don't have to get super nerdy about it, but you also should at least do what I have, right? So like this takes literally not even an hour. It takes how long it takes you to write this. This is how much it takes you. Like, it's quick. Just do this, and that's it. So it's not that hard. And this is a quick win. This is the most, you know, like those small wins, they give you exponentially better outcomes. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to geek out about it and make it awesome, that's one thing. I wouldn't spend time on it though. I don't think it matters that much. Writing your own portfolio website. This is funny. Wait, this is mistake. Wait, we should have 9 in total. Don't burn out. That's number 8 first. Don't burn out. And don't burn out should be number 8. And then number 9. But writing your own portfolio website. Okay, so what's happening here? Yeah, so about the writing your own portfolio. Like, this is crazy. People go are you creating a self-note slide to your future self to not make these mistakes? No, I'm just thinking about what are the top mistakes that people do, because it goes into my presentation about people. So if someone who wanna learn how to code, in Salesforce. I basically giving this presentation for them. Part of my sales funnel. And this is mistakes that... Are you by any chance ignoring me? No, hey. So this is yeah, this is the top mistakes that I see that people do. Like the writing own portfolio website. It's really... So the problem with writing own portfolio is that it's really hard to write a really good website, especially if you're a junior. So it's better to just use some kind of I don't know, some kind of something that is already there out. It's gonna look great, and you're gonna showcase everything that you have. You don't need to write on your own. And especially in Salesforce, we have such a thing as LWC and communities, where you can basically create your own website and you can share it. The problem with it that it looks even more horrible than if you write it with the usual front-end frameworks. So that's totally out. But some people do it. But because it takes a lot of time, I'm happy that not that many people do it. Those are definitely the biggest mistakes that I see. Let's see, so I have 55 slides. 55 slides. It's gonna be more because I'm gonna make it more visual, because so far I only have the text. How many did I have before though? This one, that was, okay, 62. So I had before 62, okay. And 62, it took me roughly 25 minutes to deliver. So it's still not... I'm still not happy with the length of the presentation. Damn it. What else could I include? So here's my bold promise. How to become Salesforce developer without any previous coding skills in just a few months. Here are the positive things that people said about the last webinar. And if you stay till the end, I will send you a step-by-step PDF with the roadmap how to become a Salesforce developer. So why should you listen to me? I delivered over 1 million value as a Salesforce developer, graduated from the top university, blah blah blah, taught 100 people how to code, blah blah blah. This presentation is for those people, and we're gonna go through 3 main secrets. How to deploy your first code already this month, how to start with the Salesforce development without any previous knowledge, and how to know what to study to increase your market value. And then we go through first thing. Okay, this is the roadmap. This is the roadmap. And then I have the hours, secret number 2. Yeah, I mean, this presentation... No, I didn't block you. Didn't block you. This presentation is already... I think it's already better, but I'm still a little bit unhappy with the structure. Something that we are missing is actually the selling part. So now I need to have the transition from me talking to asking, hey, can I show you something awesome, and then all the selling parts of the presentation. Let's see how this guy had the selling part. I think he had here somewhere. Okay, so this is what he was saying. Like, he was reiterating through different packages that are... Why write your own when you can use a static site general like Hugo with a nice theme and host it for free? Yeah, exactly. That's what I say as well. But the first idea that people have is like, oh, I wanna have a portfolio website. Why don't I write it myself? I am a developer. I'm a damn developer. Like, I can write it. I can write it myself. It's not that hard, right? And then when they start writing, they're like, oh wait a second, I'm not really good at design. So in order to look good, you need to have a really good design. Wait, I'm kind of not that good at design, and then I'm also not too good at implementing design. So yeah, I've been there, been my mistake. So this guy basically he reiterates here and he says, oh here like this package it worth that much, it worth that much, it worth that much, and then bam, total value that much. It sucks. I'm not gonna do that. I don't like it at all, because what I'm gonna do there, like what I'm gonna say them, here's your PDF with a step-by-step guide. It is worth 11,000. I don't know. Yeah, Douglas, welcome. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, but I still need some kind of transition into the selling part. Something like, okay, I wrote down here what I wanted to say as a transition. The last time I said something like, can I talk about a little bit what I do at Cloud Prism here? Is it okay for you if I share a minute about it? And then people were like, yeah, it's okay. And then I shared. It's funny though, when you do this webinar, you have a little bit of delay all the time. Usually it kind of depends with, so when you share it, you kind of like stay for a little bit in the silence and you don't see people reacting on it at all. And then you wait a couple of seconds, the worst couple of seconds ever. And then people start replying like, yeah, it's good. Douglas, you ask very strange questions. Here I go. Okay. So I always wonder, what does it take a grown-up person, and I assume, Douglas, you're a grown-up, to go to a random YouTube channel on the live stream and start asking about shaving? Like, what the hell? What the hell, man? What the hell? Alright. That was a lot. And here I'm gonna put some kind of presentation, some kind of image, a lot. What about too much? I recently finished watching Office, so I kind of find everything quite funny with Office. Okay, so it was a lot. And I'm gonna ask, can I tell you very quick what I do here at Cloud Prism? It's a little bit salesy, I don't like it. But I think I'm just gonna reiterate on this whole sales part. Definitely. So definitely a few more days and we're gonna be done with the webinar. That was a lot. Is it if I share for a minute? Is it okay for you guys if I share for a minute what for a minute about our next course, something like this? If I share for a minute about our next course, about my next course. Sounds very weird. Sounds very weird. But anyway, that's fine. So I'm gonna go back to this thing. That this is the way I learned how to code. And this is also the way that I want to show you that this is the program. This is the way I learned how to code. And it's exactly the way I designed the course. Remember, and then I'm gonna go and say something like, remember Ruby? Where's Ruby? Remember Ruby? She saved. She saved 3,840 by taking the program. I don't think that I will include this slide yet. The transition is not good. That transition is not good. Ruby fake. What do you mean fake? No, this is actual student of mine. I need to ask if I can use her here, though. Read, watch theory, practice. I designed the course exactly like this, and then I can take something. Okay, those are actually good. I think all of them are actually good. I can just copy them. Read, watch theory, practice, build a small project. The way it goes, we have a live lecture, then you get the homework, you go study the homework. We have an interactive platform where you basically everything is step by step outlined for you, how, where to go, what to learn, what to write, and so on. Then you solve the homework. The homework is automatically checked, and depending on what package you take, you can also get a feedback immediately. If the homework is correct, we have a Q&A session, and then we have a live lecture again. That's the plan. In the course, you have over 100 tasks, one-to-one mentor support, code reviews, hands-on projects, community of like-minded people. We communicate in Slack. We have 12. We cover all the topics, basically everything that you need to go from zero to being able to code. And you can do it in the half time in comparison if you would do it on your own. So you would start the next Monday, and we already had one cohort of the we had already one cohort, and here are testimonials of the people who took the course. And for those who joined, the limited offer only for the next 24 hours, blah 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 this. Also 100% refund. Refund if you go through the program and can't code. It has never happened, and 100% refund after the first month if you don't like it, if you don't like the program. So if you don't like the program, 100% on, like, without any questions, you get the refund after the first month. And at the end, if you go through the program, you still can't code, which has never happened before. If you go through the full program, I'm sure you can code. You will be able to code. No, so far, like, I didn't have a single refund. So I didn't have a single person refunding. I don't think that people will refund. So, because I know that the program works, I'm sure about it. And then you can also pay monthly. So here's how you get it. Pay with the link in the chat. Here you can pay. Here you can pay if you, and I'm sending the links at this point. If you want to pay monthly, then you receive the confirmation, and then we send you invitation into Slack, or maybe here QR code. Yeah, and somewhere here in the middle, I can also include here how much you save. Basically, it's just a fraction. Saved fraction of the cost is small to what you save. Something is I don't know, the cost is, I don't know how to put it, but you get the idea that if you save 4,000, does it make sense to pay 1,000? Of course it does. Right, so it makes sense to save, and then refund, 100% refund after the first month, QR code. And now I end up having 66 slides, basically the same as I had before. Yeah. That's the thing. I think it's enough for today. I think I'm good for today. I think it was a nice stream, guys. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, of course, as always. I will be streaming for the next who knows how many days, but definitely tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. And I hope that tomorrow we will finish the whole webinar. And then I'm gonna be revisiting on my own the webinar. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you. It was nice hanging out with you. Today was awesome stream, and it was a lot of you guys. Especially Twitch, you guys. You're super active there. Thank you, and see everyone tomorrow in the morning.